Okay. Hi guys. Hello. Yeah. Sorry, really sorry for a little delay. I was just fixing some technical aspects here. Yeah. So, good afternoon, all of you. I hope all of you are doing great, fantastic, marvelous, mind blowing. So, I'm just using my phone to check the chat. Okay. So, I'll see the chat on my phone. Chalo. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm really sorry for this little delay. Had some technical issues. I appreciate your patience and thank you so much for your patience, guys. I mean, this is something that I love about you guys. I mean, that's why I've got this word champions for all of you. You know, your patience, dedication, passion, and cooperation on this Vedantu platform has been wonderful. So, my champions, I hope all of you are doing great, fantastic, mind blowing, stupendous again. So we have I've got this session in the afternoon as well, as you guys, some of you have requested. Yeah. Usually I was going live at 8 o'clock in the evening, but I guess some of you requested in the comments to have a live session in the afternoon as well. So here I am acknowledging your request here for you. Welcome to Vedantu. Welcome to We Learn English again with Dhiraj Sir, Master Teacher of English at Vedantu. Really happy and excited to be with all of you again. Perfect. So, what is that we are learning today? We have this amazing topic, active and passive voice. Okay, so we'll see these rules of active voice and passive voice, of course, in one of the grammar topics here. So, this is for all boards, state boards, CBSE, ICSE, and once, of course, you're thorough with this topic, it helps you with your communication skills as well. By the way, we will definitely have two sessions of this topic. So this is the first session of Change the Voice. I'll have one more session which will be the continuation of the topic. So this is the first one. And just for those who are new to this channel, I am Dhiraj Gabeja, Master Teacher of English at Vedantu. It's wonderful to be with all of you. And so just some information about me. I have been teaching English for more than 9 years. Have taught and mentored 10,000 plus students, and I've also trained 1,000 plus people on almost all age group on communication skills. So that's a little bit about me. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel right away, and it would be glad, of course, and I'll be glad and happy to have you subscribe to the channel so that you guys don't miss the important learning here. Perfect. So look at this here. Look at this here. We have this fun riddle before we begin the topic. What is here? Can you guess this thing? There is something that has a bottom at the top. Can you guess this here? There has a bottom at the top. Yeah, bottom at the top. You know what? It is legs. You see, of course, legs, they have a bottom at the top. The bottom of the legs, they're at the bottom, but they have the bottom at the top. Anyway, so here we go. We begin the topic. Let's get started. Stay tuned. Hold your breath. Fasten your seat belts. And let's ride into this amazing topic, change the voice. Okay. Tell me in the chat box how excited you are for this topic, because I've got some surprise for you here also in this topic also. So there is some good news, there is some surprise for all of you uh, for this topic as well. Yeah. So if you're really excited to know what that is, tell me with a yo in the chat box. Yo and an exclamation mark. So it's like yo. All right. Perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So most of you look excited here. Let's get ready. Chalo, ठीक है. Chalo, look at this here. Now let's talk about this. So when we talk about voice, when we use the word voice, usually the word voice is synonymous with sound. So when I use the word voice, of course, we imagine some sound, something that we can listen to, something that we can hear. But in grammar, the word voice has a different meaning. It has nothing to do with the sound per se. It has a different meaning. Let's understand what that is. So we all know these two terms, active voice and passive voice. We all have heard these two terms, active voice, passive voice. Let's look at this, what it is. So look at the first one. Look at this example here. The dog chased the cat. We see this in our daily life here. A dog chasing a cat. For example, the dog chased the cat. Now we clearly know the dog is a subject here, the doer of the action. Any noun or pronoun before the verb is the subject, the doer of the action. Chase is the verb here, and the cat is the receiver of the action. That is the object. Now, you clearly see in this sentence, that is the dog chased the cat. The subject is the doer of the action here. The subject is the dog, and of course, dog is doing the action, that is performing the action. So you see, his emphasis is on the doer. Emphasis, that is the importance, is on the doer of the action, on the performer of the action. That is how the sentence is in active voice. So, when in a sentence, the subject is the doer of the action, performer of the action, the sentence is in active voice. But then when I reverse the sentence, look at the sentence that is reversed, the answer to it. The cat was chased by the dog. अभी यहाँ पे subject क्या है? The cat. Now, if I ask you this, is the cat doer of the action here? Is the cat chasing the dog? No, right? Cat is not the doer of the action. That means subject is not doing the action here. So emphasis is on the result, that is on the receiver. That means the subject is the receiver of the action here. That is, it is chased by the dog. That means the sentence is in passive voice. So I'll make it very clear. I'll make it very clear. Look at this here. Look at this one more example. Look at this example here. Mary mailed the letter. Now this is very clear. The subject is Mary and she's doing the action here. That means I can clearly say subject is a doer of the action. You see this here? I can clearly say this. Subject is a doer of the action. So when subject is a doer of the action here, this sentence is in active voice. See, that's what is written in the explanation part. When the subject performs the action, which is denoted by the verb in a sentence, that sentence is said to be in active voice. So in grammar, voice has nothing to do with sound. So when we say active voice and passive voice, we are basically trying to know who is doing the action here. Whether the action is done by the subject or whether the action is happening on the subject. Okay. So in simple words, you simply understand this, that subject is the doer of the action. So over here, Mary is the person who's the subject, is the doer of the action. She is mailing the letter. That's why this sentence is in active voice. Now let's say if I reverse this, look at this sentence here. The letter was mailed by Mary. Now over here, the subject is the letter, right? The subject is the letter. Was mailed is the verb, yeah. And before that, of course, you have this noun, the letter. Now, is subject doing the action here? That is letter mailing Mary? Of course, no. That would be even stupid to think about it. That means clearly subject is not the doer of the action. Subject यहाँ पे कोई action नहीं कर रहा है. Action उस पे हो रहा है. That is, the action is happening on the subject. Okay, so look at this here. So when the subject is acted upon by the action of the verb in a sentence, that is in passive voice. In simple words, subject is not the doer of the action. You see, it's not the doer of the action, not the doer of the action. Then this sentence is in passive voice. So this is how it is. Active voice and passive voice. Are we all thorough with these two terms now? Active voice and passive voice. You got to know what active voice is. You now know what a passive voice is. So when the subject is the doer of the action, the sentence is in active voice. When subject is not the doer of the action, the sentence is in passive voice. I hope this is crystal clear for all of us. Tell me in the chat box if this is crystal clear for all of you here. हाँ, वो थोड़ा अमेरिकन का चस्का लग गया मुझे. You see? Okay. So Hemant has this question, can we convert a sentence into active voice? Of course, we will learn that. We will see the transformation part. This is just the beginning. Yeah. All right here. So this is Makhan clear, crystal clear. Somebody is asking a question, who is the doer? The doer is the action, जो action कर रहा है, the doer of the action, the performer of the action. So over here, subject is what we're talking about. Shraddha says as clear as momos. सही है. वो जो tasty, if you take names of tasty food items, and then everybody will be like mouth watering effect. Anyway, so if this is crystal clear for all of you, make sure you just like the video and leave your valuable comments. Perfect. Chalo, ठीक है. Now, a small quiz for you guys. A small quiz for you guys, just to make sure that we have understood this well. Tell me this here. When the subject acts on the object, listen to this carefully. When the subject acts on the object, that means I'm trying to say when subject is the doer of the action. When subject is the doer of the action, the sentence will be in which voice? When subject is the doer of the action, the sentence is in which voice? Okay, just tell me your answer in the chat box. Will it be narration, active voice, passive voice, or just none of these? Subject is a doer. Guys, pay attention. When subject acts on the object, subject acts on the object. Pay attention. Listen to what I'm trying to say. When subject acts on the object. For example, if I say, Dhiraj eats a cake. Now, Dhiraj is a subject. It is acting on the object cake. तो ये कौन सा voice हुआ? Why is that we are answering, some of you are answering the option B. Hey guys, this is clearly active voice. We just see that. We just seen that. When subject is the doer of the action, subject is doing the action on the object. You see, when the subject acts on the object, that is, subject is acting, doer of the action. It is active voice. Okay. Yeah. For those who got this correct, the active voice, good job here. Others just understand when subject is the doer of the action, this is active voice. Anyway, so those who got it correct, I'm sure you have this reaction. You know, when you're super happy and excited, you're like, yo. How many of you actually react like this in your real life? Like when you're excited, you have this feeling of achievement, you win something, you have this amazing reaction like this. I mean, I try to. I happen to do like this sometimes. Anyway. All right, so let's continue. Now we will look at some basic instructions. Let's look at some steps that we follow when we change the sentence from active to passive voice. So all of you, I would request your 100% attention now. Do not spam, do not write anything in the chat box. Do not talk about the random things now. Let's talk about anything and everything later. Let's have 100% attention here because this is the most important part. Okay, so let's have this 100% attention. All of you, 100% attention. Here on the slides, 100% attention. Okay, look at this here. Look at the example first. All of you, look at the example first. So, Rima eats Maggie. Wow. No, I'm sure that's a favorite food for most of you. You guys like Maggie? Most of you like it, I'm sure. So, look at this here. So, Rima eats Maggie. Now, this sentence is an active voice. Why? Because the subject Rima, we clearly know the subject is Rima here. So, subject is doing the action. That is the action of eating. So, Rima eats Maggie. So, this sentence is clearly an active voice. Now, I change it to passive when I say Maggie is eaten by Rima. So, this PV, what I've written is passive voice. That's the short form. The acronym for it. Maggie is eaten by Rima. Okay. So, this is how the change happens. Now, look at the steps we follow. The very first step is, of course, you identify the subject, the verb, and the object. That is SVO. Okay. SVO. Subject, verb, and object. So, look at this here. Subject is Rima. Verb is eats, of course. And Maggie is the object, right? Subject, verb, object. Now, what we are doing is we are changing the object to the subject first. Okay. So, in this active voice, Maggie is the object. The word Maggie is in the object position. We bring it to the subject position. You see? So, object to subject here. Perfect. Now, look at the second step here. We put the suitable helping or auxiliary verb. You either call it helping verb or auxiliary verb. So, in this case, it is. So Maggie is. This is the auxiliary verb, is. Now after that, what we are doing, we're using the third form of the verb, which is called change the verb into the past participle form. Now this eat is the V1. We have to change it to its third form, that is the past participle form. Eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. We've seen this in tenses. I've clearly explained this when we did tenses. In case you have not watched my video of tenses, it was just last to last video. So quickly go and check out whenever you have time. Check the tenses here. I'll try to explain that table again, what we did in tenses, because it gives us clarity about this past participle. That is the third form of the verb. Guys, this is really important. We must know the past participle form, the third form of every verb. I mean, it is very much natural because the verb has four forms. So eat is V1, ate is V2, and the third form is eaten. So we are using eaten here, the past participle form. Then we use a preposition. Most of the times it is by. So most of the times it is by. Add the preposition by before the new object. So Rima is the object here. What was subject in the active voice has become the object. You see, these are the steps we follow. All right. I hope this is crystal clear. Now look at this. What is written in red here? Now, because it is written in red, this is supposed to be very important, and I've written this here. Most important thing here. Most important rule is do not change tense. See, that's the most important rule of change the voice. You can call it golden rule. Whenever you're changing the voice, that is active voice to passive voice, or even passive to active, vice versa, the most important point is you do not have to change the tense of a sentence. If you change the tense of a sentence, even if you retain the meaning, your answer is wrong. So that's the rule. This is the most important rule. We don't have to change the tense. Okay? Chalo, theek hai. Look at these steps one more time. Look at all these steps here. All these steps are okay. Like everything is easy to understand. But if you see among these steps, the only step that will change always, the only step that will always change, depends on the question, is the auxiliary verb. Using a suitable auxiliary verb. Okay. See, the first step is swapping subject object. Once you identify subject object, you simply swap it. Swap is what? Interchange. You exchange the subject to object and object to subject. So this is okay. This is something we can manage. If you see using the suitable auxiliary verb, this completely depends on the tense of the sentence. And this is the most important step. And sometimes it is really confusing for many students. So I have a solution. Don't worry. If there is a problem, I have a solution. I have a solution. Don't worry. I'm with you guys. Okay. Now look at this one. Past participle also is okay. We can manage this. We know what the past participle form verbs are. In case you don't, I'll show you the table right now. And then of course we use the preposition by, and then this we have anyway swapped the subject object. So of course what is there? The subject becomes object. And the most important change is we do not change the tense. Okay. Look at this table for those who don't know about this V3 form here. If you're not clear about the third form of the verb, look at this table. I have used the same table in tenses also. In case you're not thorough with tenses, I would kind of advise you and request you to watch the tenses video in the that was, I guess, second to last video before this. Okay, so that's what about it. But look at these four forms here. Now, almost all verbs in English, they've got four forms. So V1 gives you present tense, V2 is about past tense, V3 is called past participle, the third form of the verb, and then the fourth form, we don't call it V4, we call it ing form, which is present participle. So am, is, are, is, was, were in V2, and the third form, if of the state of being verbs is been. For example, I have been a teacher. And then being, I like being a teacher. I am a teacher. I was a teacher. Now with the doing verbs, the state of doing something. So do, did, done, doing. Look at the third one. Eat, ate, eaten, eating. Drive, drove, driven, driving. Work, worked, worked, working. So these are the forms of the verb. All right. Yeah. So in the passive voice, we are using this. When we say the third form of the verb, I'm talking about this form, the past participle form. So I hope we are clear with this now. So now we know what the subject is, we know what an object is, we know these forms of the verb, third form of the verb. We know the steps as well. Let's see how is that we can make this topic interesting. I am here to reveal the surprise right now. I've got the surprise for you right now. Are you guys ready for the surprise? Tell me if you're ready for the surprise. Tell me in the chat box. Should I reveal the surprise now? Okay, right now. So, if you remember my video of direct indirect speech, the very first session of reported speech that we had done, we did that rap, if you remember. Now, especially for you guys, I've got this topic in a song again, active to passive anthem. Okay, I call this active to passive anthem. We can use a rap also and anthem form also. Perfect. Now, before I tell you how this anthem is, why am I calling it anthem? Tell me how many of you guys are aware of that song, the waving flag song. Uh, that one, the football anthem. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. How many of you know that song? Tell me in the chat box. When I get older, I will be stronger. Everybody knows it? I guess most of you know it because it is quite popular. You know, the cane and waving flag. It begins like this. Oh, oh, give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. You know, that's how the beginning is. So, why am I calling this anthem? Why am I calling this anthem? Because I'll use the same tone. I'm using the same tone of that song, the waving football anthem, for this anthem. So this will be like this. This will be like this. The beginning will be active to passive. Oh, active to passive. Present tense active, am is are passive. Past tense inactive, was were in passive. Will shall inactive, will shall be passive. Have as inactive, have as been passive. Had inactive, had been in passive. Will have inactive, ho, 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 ho. Will have inactive, will have been passive. Am is are inactive, am is are being passive, ho, 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 ho. Was were inactive, was were being passive, active to passive, active to passive, ho, 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 ho. You see, we are using this anthem. That's why I call this active to passive anthem. Yeah, I'm just using the tone of that song, the wave and flag. You know, because that it has a similar tone, it has the same tone. I'm just using that tone. Oh, oh, give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Okay, that's the tone I'm using. That's the lyrics I'm using. No, not the lyrics, but the tone. And of course, I'm changing the lyrics. Okay, look at this here. So if we use the same tone, the beginning would be active to passive. Oh, active to passive. Present tense active, am is are passive. Past tense inactive, was were in passive. Will shall inactive, will shall be passive. Have as inactive, ho. Have as been passive, ho. Have as inactive, have as been passive. Had inactive, had been in passive, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Will have inactive, will have been passive. Am is are inactive, am is are being passive, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Was were inactive, was were being passive. Active, say passive, ho. Oh, active to passive, ho. Oh, ho, ho. That's how it is. Yeah. So that's what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For most of you have liked this song. Thank you so much. Yeah. Most of you like my voice. Okay, thank you. I'm more like a bathroom singer. Anyway. So those who are comfortable with this anthem, we can do this in the anthem form. Okay. And those who are not comfortable with the anthem, we can do it with the rap style as well. The same thing can be done the rap style as well. The rap style will be like this. Uh, Active say passive kar. Active say passive kar. That's the beginning. Present tense in active, am is are in passive. Past tense in active, was were in passive. Will shall in active, will shall be passive. Have as in active, have as been passive. Had in active, have been in passive. Will have in active, will have been passive. Am is are in active, am is are being passive. Was were in active, was were being passive. Active to passive, active to passive. Yo. Okay. You see, this is what we are doing. So we are doing both the. So you can either do the anthem or you can do the rap as well. So in case you guys like the anthem, you do the anthem. In case you guys like the song, the rap style, you do the rap style. What matters is we use this for the topic. Okay. Okay. Some of you asking, have I made the song? Honestly, it's a teamwork. I have not made this alone. I and my colleagues, we have made it together. But then, yeah, I was the one who initiated this. Okay, so some of you like rap, so you like rap, you do the rap. Some of you like anthem, you do the anthem. Okay, if you want to do the anthem way, the beginning would be you just sync it with the waving flag song. Okay, the waving flag anthem that we have. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call. You know, the beginning is how? The beginning is how of the song? Oh, 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 oh. See, that's why I've written. You say this oh twice. Then present tense active, am is are passive. Past tense inactive, was were in passive. Will shall inactive, will shall be passive. Have as inactive, have as been passive. Oh, 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 oh. That's the anthem way. Okay. Okay. But then if you want the rap, most of you like the rap. So if you want to do the rap song, the beginning will change. You can begin it like this. Active, say, passive, kar. Active, say, passive, kar. You know, you'll say this twice. Then present tense in active, am is are in passive. Just the rap yo-yo style. You see? Present tense in active, am is are in passive. Past tense in active, was were in passive. Will shall in active, will shall be passive. Have as in active, have as been passive. Had in active, had been in passive. Will have in active, will have in passive. Am is are in active, am is are being passive. Was were in active, was were being passive. Active to passive, active to passive. Yo. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So most of you like the rap. Okay, some of you like the anthem. Okay. You can use anyone. Now what I'll do is, now I'll tell you how this song is used. See, we have liked it, we have sung it as well. What matters is how this is used. Okay. So first we will see how this is used, then all of us can sing this together. Are we ready? First I will tell you how the song is used to get the answers to do the topic, how the song is useful, and then all of us can sing it together. Those who wish to can sing it with me. All right, super cool. All right, sure. Yeah, guess we're ready now. Fasten your seatbelts, turn the nitro on, and let's see how this song is used here, right now. Check this. 1 minute. Yeah. So that song helps us with the third step, that is using the suitable auxiliary verb. Okay. I guess you have taken the screenshot of the song now. You know the song already. You have taken the screenshot of the song already. So now look at this here. Now look at this. So look at the beginning of the song. If you're doing the rap style, active say passive kar. Matlab you changing from active to passive. Active to passive. So present tense in active, am is are in passive. Present tense in active, am is are passive. Matlab what? What does it mean? That means if the sentence is in active present tense, that is the simple present tense. Then when you have to use the auxiliary verb, you've got three options: am, is, or are. See, look at this here. If it is simple present tense, then you have got three options: am, is, or are. All the steps will remain the same. You will swap the subject object, you will use the third form of the verb, you will use the preposition by. But this most important step, which is using the suitable auxiliary verb, the song helps you with that. You see, that is kind of a very confusing kind of a step. It is very challenging. So we have made it fun now. You don't have to remember those boring terms of present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. It may not be boring, but then what matters is you can sing the rules. If you see, the song that we have done is nothing but the song that we have done here, I'm talking about. So this song is nothing but, if you see, it is just tenses. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Altogether, we have got 12 types of tenses in English. But then when you change the voice is possible of only these 8 tenses here. Change the voice is possible of only 8 types of tenses. For the remaining 4 types of tenses, it is not possible. It is just not possible. So that's what we are learning now. So the first line of the song, if you see, present tense in active, am, is, are, and passive. So look at this here. Look at this here. If it is a simple present tense, you have got am, is, or are as 3 options. Look at this example. She likes cake. So cake is liked by her. She likes cake. Cake is liked by her. Even if it is do or does, which is again the part of simple present tense, you will still change it to am, is, or are. For example, if I say, I do my work on time. So my work is done on time by me. Something like that. So present tense in active, am, is, are in passive. Past tense in active, was, were in passive. So if it is a simple past tense, you change it to was or were. Even did changes to was or were. See, I liked her poem. So her poem was liked by me. You simply have to sing the song. You will swap the subject object. Now you know this is past tense. We don't have to change the tense. So past tense in active, was, were in passive. Was, were in passive matlab you either use was or were. Depends on the subject. Now because it is a singular subject here, her poem. So of course I'll say was. So her poem was liked by me. You see, her poem was liked by me. Then what is the third line, guys? What is the third line of the song? Will, shall in active, will, shall be passive. Of course, we're talking about simple future. Will or shall is for future, right? So here we're talking about simple future tense. Will, shall in active, will, shall be passive. Will, shall be passive, matlab that be is common. So will be will change to will be, will change to will be, shall will change to shall be. Or it is anyway interchangeable. So look this here. I shall watch a movie tomorrow. So a movie will be watched by me. Even if you write shall be, it is still okay. So will, shall in active, will, shall be passive. A movie will be watched by me or movie shall be watched by me tomorrow. So these are the first 3 lines of the song. Present tense in active, am, is, are in passive. Past tense in active, was, were in passive. Will, shall in active, will, shall be passive. Now look at the next line of the song. Yeah, have as in active, have as been passive. Had in active, had been in passive. Will have in active, will have in passive. So we are talking about the perfect type now, the perfect tense. First of all, you see present perfect tense. So have as in active, have as been passive. That means you will use have been or has been. See, look at the structure. We have the subject plus have or has plus V3 here. So for example, Mona has finished the task. This is a present perfect tense. Now, if it is have or has, you clearly know. Have, has in active. In the active voice, you either have or has. That means the present perfect tense. So that have or has will change to have been or has been. Depends on the sentence. So over here, we're talking about only one task. Yeah, over here we're talking about only one task here. So of course we are saying the task has been finished by Mona. Yeah, because there's only one task, it is singular. So the task has been. Have, has in active, have, has been passive. Had in active, had been in passive. Look at this here. Had in active, had been in passive. We had taken the risk. So the risk had been taken by us. Then will have an active, will have been passive. Will have an active matlab future perfect. See, will have an active. You have will have an active. Inactive matlab an active voice. There is will have. So will have an active, will have been passive. Will have an active, will have been passive. He will have done the work. So the work will have been done by him. You see, present tense in active, have as in active, have as been passive, had an active, active, had been in passive, will have an active, will have been passive. And the last two lines. What are the last two lines? For the present continuous and past continuous. Am is are in active, am is are being passive. Was were in active, was were being passive. Look at this here. So am is are in active, am is are being passive. Present continuous. Yeah. Am being, is being, or are being. She is eating mangoes. Oh, there's a spelling here. So look at this. She's eating mangoes. So mangoes are being eaten by her. Okay. So mangoes are being eaten by her. We are using this being. So you either use am being, is being, or are being. Depends on the subject. Now because we have plural here, mangoes is plural. So she is eating mangoes, or mangoes are being eaten by her. And look at the past continuous form. The past continuous form. They were doing their work. Past continuous. So was or were. You either have was or were. Now this was or were will change to was being or were being. So was were in active, was were being passive. It's very important to use being because was were being passive. Perfect. So you see, this helps us with the entire topic here right now. Okay. I hope this is clear for all of us. Crystal clear. Tell me in the chat box here. Yeah, it was buffering for a few seconds, but then I guess it is okay now. Internet is sometimes very fluctuating, you know. Yeah, mind blowing, you see. So if you are really enjoying the session, please make sure you like the video, and leave your valuable comments. Most important, you share it with your other friends so that they get to know about this channel and they don't miss this amazing learning as we are having fun with learning here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay. So now, can we all sing the song together, guys? Can all of us sing it together? Are we all ready to sing it together so that once we sing it and I'll explain this to you again, like one more time, and then of course we'll see some examples. Okay. Are you all ready to sing it with me? This song here. First we will sing the anthem. First we will sing the anthem style. Hi Nisha. Hi Ankita. Hi all of you. So, chalo, theek hai. Ready to sing it? Yeah. Those who are ready to sing the anthem, those who are ready to sing the anthem. So make sure you fasten your seat belts, put yourself in the top gear, get your energy level high, involve your family members if you want. You know, if you have your near and dear ones around you, involve them in the song if you want to, if you wish to, because I'm sure they will also like it. Okay. Chalo, theek hai. Very. Let's do it. So if you want to do the anthem, the first option is we'll do the anthem way. So the anthem will be like this. You just have to sync it with the waving flag song. So how's the waving flag song? Oh, 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 give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. You know, that's how the waving flag song is. So we will use the same tone here. So the beginning is going to be like this. Active to passive. Oh, active to passive. Present tense active, am is are passive. Past tense inactive, was were in passive. Will shall inactive, will shall be passive. Have as inactive, have as been passive. Oh, 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 oh. Had an active, had been in passive. Will have an active, will have been passive. Oh, 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 oh. Am is are inactive, am is are being passive, was were inactive, was were being passive. Oh, 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 active to passive. Oh, oh, oh. You see? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. How many of you really liked it? How many of you sang it with me? The anthem. Wonderful. Ankita is singing. Great, great, great. Who else is singing? Amazing, amazing. Okay, perfect. Now, those who are not okay with the anthem and those who wish to have the rap style, now you will do the rap style. Okay, ready for the rap style? Ready for the rap style, guys? Let's do the rap style. So, those who wish to do the rap style, you can do the rap style. Shada involved your sister also. Perfect. Wonderful. Awesome. Involve other members also. Perfect. Chalo, theek hai. We'll do the rap style now. The rap style is even better. The beginning of the rap style will be like this. Active say passive kar. You know, you're using Hindi. Active say passive kar. You say this twice. मतलब active से passive change करेंगे. Active say passive kar. Active say passive kar. You say this twice. Sorry. Got a sudden burp. Sorry. Yeah. Active say passive kar. Active say passive kar. Present tense in active. Am is are in passive. Past tense in active. Was were in passive. Will shall in active. Will shall be passive. Have as in active. Have as been passive. Had in active. Had been in passive. Will have in active. Will have in passive. Am is are in active. Am is are being passive. Was were in active. Was were being passive. Active to passive. Active to passive. Yo! You see, we've got this rap. So you got both the versions now. You see how amazing this is. This topic becomes super easy and super fun. So how many of you sang the rap with me? How many of you sang the rap with me? I'm also doing yo perfect. I'm just loving this session with you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So with this rap, the entire topic has become super shortcut and super fun, like for all assertive sentences. So in this session, we are done with active to passive voice of assertive sentences. In the next session, we will have some more rules of imperative sentences. How's that we can change the active to passive of imperative sentences, imperative and interrogative, and sentences with two objects and sentences with phrasal verbs. So there are four more concepts we will do in the next session of this. But this song will help us with all the sessions. Okay, the song will anyway help us with all the sessions. So that's about it. Yeah. Quickly answer this if we can try this here, all of us. Let's try this. Okay. Now look at this here. He plays cricket. If you can change this into passive. Quickly, if you can just give me your answer in the chat box. He plays cricket. Now this is simple present tense. He plays cricket. So he is playing cricket. Cricket was played by him. C. Cricket is played by him. Or D. He played cricket. What do you think the answer can be? Tell me in the chat box. He plays cricket. So we have to swap it, change the subject object. Most of you have selected the answer C, the option C. Okay, that's the correct answer. You see, he plays cricket. Plays is simple present tense. So of course, without changing the tense, we will change the voice. So cricket is played by him. Perfect. Good job here. You guys have rocked it, yeah? Champions, most of you. And past participle form of go is gone. This is just one sentence to check the forms of the verb. For example, go, went, gone. So the past participle of the verb go is gone. I'm just giving you the answer directly. This was not a question. So go, went, gone. Okay. Now we'll quickly see these 5 examples. Okay, before we end the session. Look at this here. Now we'll use a song as well, of course. You see this here. So first of all, you see the sentence in active voice. The government launched a new policy. Look at this here. See how this is used. The government launched a new policy. Now this is clearly past tense, right? Launched is past tense. Let's look at the song. So the beginning of the song is the rap style, present tense in active, am is are in passive. There is no present tense. So I have to look at the second line. Past tense in active, was were in passive. Chalo, theek hai, let's follow the rules. So we will swap the subject object. The subject is the government. A new policy is the object here. Okay. So now we will swap it. So the sentence starts with a new policy. So a new policy. I'm using was launched. You see, a new policy was launched. Why was launched? Because it is a past tense here. Simple past tense. I don't have to change the tense. So present tense in active, past tense, present tense in active, past tense. What is it? Present tense in active, am is are in passive. Past tense in, what is it? Was it past tense in active? Was were in passive. Perfect, perfect. Present tense in active, am is are in passive. Past tense in active, was were in passive. So I have got was or were. You see? A new policy. I cannot say were because there's only one policy. Now look at the second one. This I have reversed it. We are changing from passive to active. So PV is passive voice. We are changing from passive to active. So we just have to reverse the song. We just have to reverse the rap song. The ball was kicked by the boy. Okay, now this is clearly a passive voice because the ball is not doing the action. The action is done on the ball, the subject. The subject is not the doer of the action. This is passive voice. The ball was kicked by the boy. So again, this is past tense. So present tense in active, am is are in passive. Past tense in active, was were in passive. Now I clearly know this is already was here. So in the answer, of course, I have to use a past tense, a simple past tense. So the boy kicked the ball. Now, if this was my question, if this active voice was my question, this will be the answer, right? I'm simply reversing the song the other way around. The song is being used the other way around. Look at the third one, active voice. Artificial intelligence will have changed the system. Now we're using will have. This is future perfect. So will have in active, will have in passive. So the system, we swap it here, the system will have been. The system will have been changed by artificial intelligence. I'm just using a short form here, AI. So artificial intelligence. We all are aware of this artificial intelligence. Okay. Now look at the fourth one. Look at the fourth one. The team is playing a tough game. So this is present continuous, right? The team is playing a tough game. The action is going on right now. The team is playing a tough game. So the second and last line of the song. Am is are in active. Am is are being passive. So I have to use a being here. See? So a tough game is being played by the team. Yeah? A tough game is being played. The third form of the verb. ED. It's anyway the ED form. So play, played, played. A tough game is being played by the team. I'm not changing the tense at all. And finally, look at the last one. The Avengers have saved the earth. You know, this is our favorite example. The Avengers have saved the earth, the fifth one. So you see, the earth has been saved by the Avengers. That means have as in active, have has been passive. So it is, if you have or has an active voice, that means present perfect. You change it to have been or has been, depends on the subject. So where, of course, we're talking about the earth, it is singular. So the earth has been saved by the Avengers. Okay. Perfect, perfect. You see? So with this, we are done with the first session of Change the Voice. All of us are done with the first session of Change the Voice. Perfect. Is it clear, guys? Tell me in the chat box how clear this is. Is it crystal clear? Akash has a question. Active form of the food is stolen. The food is stolen. It is already okay. You want the active voice also. So this is passive voice. The food is stolen. Uh, there is no object here. So you have to use one object. So you can say they, the food is stolen. You're saying, right? So you can say they steal the food. They steal the food. So the food is stolen. It could be either by them, by him, or by her. Depends on, you can use any object there because the object is not mentioned. They steal the food. Okay, perfect. Chalo, theek hai. So that's it. Before we end the session, we get this yes reaction and we can sing that rap one more time. If you can sing that rap one more time. Are you ready? Just one last time before I sign it off here. because we are done with the topic anyway, done with the first part of the topic. So we can sing the rap style. Chalo, theek hai. One last time, the rap style. My rappers, my champions. Let's get started. The rap style right now. Ready for it? The rap style? Tell me in the chat box. Chalo, theek hai. Let's start. Let's start. One, two, three. Let's start. So, active, say, passive, cut. Active, say, passive, cut. Present tense in active. Am is are in passive. Past tense in active. Was were in passive. Will shall in active. Will shall be passive. Have as in active. Have has been passive. Had in active. Had been in passive. Will have in active. Will have been passive. Am is are in active. Am is are being passive. Was were in active. Was were being passive. Active to passive. Active to passive. Yo! Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you for the compliments, Harsh. It is amazing being with all of you. We are done with the session here, and I hope all of you enjoyed it. So you were learning Change the Voice, the first session of Change the Voice with Dhiraj Sir, Master Teacher at Vedantu. Make sure you leave your valuable feedback in the comments. Tell me how you like the song, the both the rap and the anthem, and use this rap and anthem to learn the song. Practice this topic. Practice more sentences. Sing it to your near and dear ones. Sing it to your family members, and show to them how much fun we have at Vedantu. Fun with learning here, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it with others as well, so that others don't miss this amazing learning. All right. So that's it. I'm signing off for now. Until next time, see you then. Bye bye. Take